That's well played. Oh, good look at birdie. Par yesterday. Now for birdie. Just has the feel today. We're at the 7th now.
I'm loving that balance.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frankie's cranking it and banking it. Giant drives, a boatload of birdies. What a round.
Yeah, these are the days you just dream for. We know golf's not that easy, but on a day like today, savor it and just keep going. Keep doing it. Unbelievable from that distance.
Now at the 8th, looking at 105 yards on this par 4. That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. Birdie try again here today. That's good work by the former PGA teaching professional, one of the best instructors in the country, with a birdie, now inside the cut line. Now to hole number 9, 600-yard par 5. It is the first par 5 of the round.
Yeah, easy decision if you hit a good tee shot here with a gentle draw up and over that hill, Rich. Then you're just going to go for this par 5 and 2. The problems really come, though, if you hit a poor tee shot. Now you have to worry about the layup. Can you carry the lake? Or if you lay up short of the lake, you have a long third shot.
Nice long tee shot there and a good lie, Frank. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. And getting ready for the putt. That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Just a couple of feet. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall.
Well, Rich, 2 rounds in the books, and it's easy to see why the leaders are on top of that leaderboard.
Excellent performance, but still a long ways to go in this tournament. NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Peach Invitational. Located in Atlanta, Georgia, the East Lake Golf Club is the home course of the legendary golfer Bobby Jones. It is the oldest golf course in the city of Atlanta. This is Rich Lerner with Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, and we'll be calling all the action out on the course today. Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. This looks to be at least an extra club, maybe two clubs going way up that hill to the green. Good swing, good shot yet again. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Count it, that's a birdie. Depending on the wind, the tee shot to this elevated green ranges from a 4 to 6 iron for most players. The green is 38 yards deep and the back portion is blind to players on the tee. A large oak tree protects the right side of the green, and the front portion is pinched by a pair of deep greenside bunkers. Side hill putts often have 4 to 5 feet of break, and putts from above the hole are surprisingly quick. Frank, I think that went in. It's a what? It's a hole in one. He made an ace. That is unbelievable. On to the 12th hole here at East Lake. It is relatively short, just 391 yards, but there is a bit of trouble. Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. They appear to have the right number here at the 12th. It's a green light situation. Let's see if they can get after this hole location. Well, how do you like that? He's holding. Just a phenomenal play right there. Now at the par 4 13th, and this one is all you want. Good, challenging tee shot, and then you need to put the ball in the right spot on the green. It slopes from back to front. And this one will require a player to be dialed in. That's a good spot right there.
Center cut. Oh, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Over the years, this golf course has hosted so many national and regional championships, including the 1950 U.S. Women's Amateur, the 1963 Ryder Cup, and 2001 U.S. Men's Amateur Championship. It is now the permanent home of the Tour Championship by Coca-Cola, the culminating event of the PGA Tour playoffs for the FedEx Cup.
Rich, I thought he could get this far.
Just is amazing. Just a mind blower right there. Absolutely incredible. He made the shot. Backing up that long 13th hole, we now arrive at the 14th, and this too is a challenging par 4, Frank.
Tough fairway to hit because of the pitch from the left side of the fairway to the right side of the fairway. No fairway bunkers to worry about, but if you watch the Tour Championship over the years, you'll find the majority of the field live in that right rough. It's the most difficult part of playing this downhill par 4.
The approach now to the 14th hole. Frank, what do you look to do here?
It's the opposite of 13. Now you're going straight downhill, but the green slopes in the other direction, so don't get too cavalier here. Got to pitch that ball just slightly short of the flag.
Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one. Now, that is a shot that would be replayed over and over. There you have it. Round 3 is finished, and it was a good one, Frank.
Yeah, after 3 rounds in, you really could start to see who could take home the trophy when it's all said and done. Great play, though, up until this point. Round 4 should be an absolute thriller.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's the final round of the Peach Invitational. See if they can deliver another solid strike here. Second shot at the 14th. Without a doubt, that will be on the highlight reel later tonight. Excellent shot. All teed up at the 15th, the final par 5 of the course, sitting at just 525 yards. Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. Set up in the fairway, 200 yards from here. Making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, he's got it right on track. Frank, it's one thing to jumpstart your round. This would ignite the round.
Yeah, you don't normally see 2 par 5s back-to-back, so the chances of having consecutive eagles is so rare.
I thought that was in.
Yeah, it looked good. I mean, line, pace, it's hard to be critical of that.
And that's a birdie. Moving on to number 16 now, 481-yard par 4. But this one has a chance to be really good. And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours. is a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Wow, I can't believe he found the cup on that one.
Clean up on aisle 5.
Frank, the par 4 17th at 455 yards has become really one of the most famous holes on the PGA Tour.
By virtue of that great up and down by Bill Haas when the level of the lake had been reduced just to the level where he could actually play that vital third shot. The hole is a slight dogleg left, par 4, fairly flat. Those 3 bunkers down the right are absolutely perfect if you're going to just bail out to the right. You'll certainly learn how to play fairway bunker shots. If you can find the fairway, this green raise slightly and you'll see that gaping front bunker that protects the front.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. On to the finishing hole here at Eastlake Golf Club. Not many courses end with a par 3. It's always a fun finishing hole. That is classy.
Well, he had a chance of going in.
So a tester from 4 feet. Frank, this is a player in full flight right now.
It looks too easy right now.
That's why you play the game, to stack up the wins. Great effort right there. EA Sports and the United States Golf Association are proud to present a national championship. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the U.S. Open Championship.
Oh, if this is up, it's good.
Officials calling that one around 310 yards. This one will play a little bit longer. It's up the hill to that green. Frank, you've been there, down to the wire at several U.S. Opens. What's that pressure like?
It's so different from any other type of major championship because that's normally the toughest test. That's where the scores are the highest relative to par. That's actually where par itself is a good score. I mean, you're bruised and battled by the end of the week. With the exception, really, remember when Rory Mcllroy won at Congressional? That's the one time when a U.S. Open played soft. But Martin Keimer at Pinehurst on a firm, fast golf course, it's a different test. Tiger Woods at Pebble Beach. You just think of people struggling at the end of the week and really last man standing. That's what a U.S. Open means. That's a ginormous tee shot.
Frank, what do we have with the approach shot here at the 5th?
Just got to be cognizant of that bunker. That's you can see it there. That's just central front of this green. You either got to go around it, or if you're good enough, then you go straight over it. But you've got to have a ton of spin on the second shot.
That is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Frank, this is a good position to be in for a player. Making birdies, making some moves.
Yeah, starting to get the momentum, too, for the finish.
Back down now to hole number 6. Frank, you have to be impressed with what you've seen from the golfer so far.
It's rock solid. The ultimate of professional, doing exactly what you should be on a day like today. Well, a hard hole after that tee shot has now become an easy hole.
It's the great equalizer. When you can drive the golf ball, Frank, just like that, boy, it opens up so many avenues, and he'll have plenty to choose from here. Looks good. Chance to make a birdie. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Starting to make a nice move. Birdie and 4 under par for the tournament. Well, Frank, this is what a U.S. Open is all about. A long, tough par 4 up the hill.
Yeah, just a beast. And it's a dogleg ride on top of that. There's more humps and bumps and all this than a dermatologist would ever dream of down there.
Just a solid shot here at number 7, right where you want to be. The green is up above, and this will play at least a club longer. Generate some momentum here at the 7th hole, just for birdie.
Really? This is an awkward length.
So close. Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. You've let one go. You've got to rip. That's a good par given the situation.
Still tight, still close. Now to the second par 5 of the round here at Chambers Bay and the U.S. Open. It's a long one.
Yeah, it's a beast. You miss this fairway, you could be hitting all day long, and of course that's going to rack up a fairly healthy score. Meanwhile, hit the fairway there. Only the longest hitters will reach this par 5 and 2. But still a good chance, even with a wedge, to make a birdie because the green slopes back to the player.
Frank just continuing to make the game look easy.
This just shortens the whole golf course up when you can hit it that far.
Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch. Just trying to make clean contact from the rough.
If you hit enough shots, every now and again, one's going to go in.
Crazy, crazy thing. So through one round, Frank, our leader really put on a good show today.
They certainly did, Rich. It was truly a great performance, especially from tee to green. It's not easy to come out of the gates like that.
EA Sports and the United States Golf Association are proud to present a national championship. Today, it's live second round coverage of the U.S. Open Championship. And as he strides up here to the 12th green, having hit it in regulation, he knows now that his work is by no means done. A long putt coming up. Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Par yesterday, now for birdie. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Just a couple of feet. That's how you maintain momentum and make those putts for par. With just 6 holes left to play here at the U.S. Open, we arrive at the 13th. It's a dogleg par 4 to the right.
And in a U.S. Open, obviously 534 yards means if you make a mistake off the tee, the chances of making 4 here are minimal. So fairway first, it is one of the wider fairways on the golf course. You're still going to have a lengthy second shot, and you must avoid the bunker that guards the front of the screen.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
Hold it, Frank.
Great pitch shot.
Coming down the stretch here at the U.S. Open at Chambers Bay, just 6 holes to play, and Frank, this par 4 13th will really test the players.
It is. If someone makes 3 here down the stretch, it will be monumental. A 4 here, no one would leave this hole unhappy. Well, par 4s, they're not all the same, Rich, but after that tee shot, I guess you can say this one's going to be easy.
That was a beauty right there. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Setting himself up for a good weekend, the wily golf instructor makes his birdie. Getting set now to tee off at the 15th here at the U.S. Open par 3, and it stands out because it has the only tree on the golf course.
It looks magnificent, doesn't it? Get your eyes back on the green, Rich. Come on. When they use the short tee for the U.S. Open, just 167 yards. So this is really a hole that the players are just going to eat up if they get the right wind conditions. Just an 8 or a 9 iron from 160 yards for these boys. To a green, that, well, it should be very well received.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
That one was running so hot. Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Wow, I thought he made that. Struggling a bit with the flat stick, and the drop shot here at the 15th hole. Nudge this one home, finish it up. Bad news is, Frank, that's a bogey, but the good news, still has the lead.
Can't afford another, though.
So all the scores have been posted for round number 2, and look who is on top of the leaderboard, Frank.
Yeah, with 2 very solid rounds of golf. Key right now, just stay out of your own way and keep it up. The pressure will start to build. We know that as you get closer to the end of this tournament.
EA Sports and the United States Golf Association are proud to present a national championship. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the U.S. Open Championship. That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that, hanging in the sky.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Frank, the USGA was determined to hold a U.S. Open in the state of Washington. It had never hosted one before.
And it's determined, too, to go to sites that are more natural. We saw that with Pinehurst in 2014, the restoration by Corin Crenshaw, and we're seeing it with Chambers Bay. These are golf courses, I think, that any level of players can go out and play, rather than the U.S. Opens of the sort of 80s and the 90s that were just so stringent.
Now the 5th hole here at the U.S. Open, and Frank, quite a dramatic tee shot.
Everything's really in front of you. You can see it from the elevated tee, bunkers left and right. That's not really the problem. One of the problems is that bunker just short, smack bang in the middle of the screen. So the chances of flying that bunker and stopping on the screen down breeze are probably next to none. So you're going to have to go in right or left of that bunker. That's beyond long.
That is a sensational play right there, and you have to think that the little helping breeze gave that a nice boost.
It can't be that good.
No putter, no problem. Slams that into the cup. 5th hole here at the U.S. Open. Frank, why do they call it free fall?
I guess because you can make a mess here. You just keep going down. Bunkers left and right. There's acres of sand on the left and right. And just one little measly bunker. But it's smack bang in the front of the screen.
And a huge elevation change from tee to fairway. Good tee shot right in the fairway and plenty long. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. tremendous display of golf this husband. Well, Frank, what a stretch of tough par fours here at Chambers Bay. Now to the 7th, long uphill par 4 and a lot of trouble to the right.
Yeah, and it's all sand, that's for sure. If you miss the field on the left, then it's all dunes, so take your pick, really. But ideally, that green piece that the superintendent often knows each and every day, that's the place to go. And for a U.S. Open at 508 yards, if you miss that little green strip in this hole will be hazardous because it's going to play a lot longer than that uphill.
Second shot, good look at the green. That's how the best in the world play it, Frank.
Well, it's a little lucky that it went in, but it was always going to be close.
Well, this hole, the 8th, says U.S. Open all the way. Tee set back to well over 600 yards, Frank, par 5.
Well, it's called high road and low road, so which way would you prefer? I'd rather take the high road and that sort of whip one down the fairway there, hopefully around the 300-yard mark, and you just might make this par 5 and 2. Then you can tell all your mates. If you take the low road, you're going to rack up a big number, and you don't want to tell anybody. Happiness is a long, 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 long walk after that one.
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. Frank, it's one thing to jumpstart your round. This would ignite the round.
Yeah, you don't normally see two par 5s back-to-back, so the chances of having consecutive eagles is so rare.
So the eagle goes begging. Still has this for birdie. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, in golf, there's nothing quite like the final round of a hotly contested championship, and this one could be a doozy.
And there's nothing quite like that leaderboard I'm looking at right now. We are going to have some amazing golf. This one is going to have to be won.
EA Sports and the United States Golf Association are proud to present a national championship. Today, it's live final round coverage of the U.S. Open Championship.
Rich, there's great drivers of the ball. We've seen Norman, Nicholas over the years, but that there is just excellent. Lovely full turn, plenty of power, and just piped it.
Made it look easy right there, and he's such a good-looking player. When he's dialed in, swinging the way he is right now, just a pleasure to watch. sit down, get down.
Oh, this is going.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Frank, how about that?
Oh, can you believe that, too? I mean, could have hit the flag and bounced away instead. Straight in. Amazing shot. And really deserves it.
Getting set to tee off at the 11th hole, long par 4, 537 yards. Frank, how do you play this hole, with a bazooka?
Yeah, try and take that June out of play, that's for sure, in the middle of the fairway. Bunkers down the left are more for scenic rather than, they're not really problematic for the player off the tee. Just, as I said, hit it over that June, and then really there's a ridge in the middle of this green, so you've got to be on the right level.
Split the fairway with that. Just a gorgeous swing. The 11th hole, Frank, what's ahead here?
This is another green that's sort of sloped. There's a lot of little slopes in this green here, plus the green angles from right to left. So it just depends on whether that second shot that lands. You've got to be well aware of what you're landing on. If you're landing on a downslope, it's going to kick forward. Obviously, an upslope, it's going to stop that much quicker.
Oh my goodness, he just made that. I cannot believe it.
I was thinking might get it close. And just a great shot.
Frank, when you think of U.S. Opens, you so often think of a tough grind. But in recent years, they've added some spice with the reachable par 4s, and we have one right here at the 12th.
And this is the reason why we're starting to see a different type of U.S. Open champion over the years. The Rory Mcllroys, the Tiger Woods, even Martin Keimer. Guys that are strong enough, powerful enough to take advantage of these type of holes.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. So, Frank, trying to make 3 the conventional way, didn't have a go at this green. What's left now?
Just the yardage. If you've got a good yardage here, then all these undulations in this green really aren't that important. And that's the beauty of laying up. You've taken the risk off the tee and really the risk in and around this green. So a good second shot, distance control, and you're going to be well rewarded.
Dude, that in the hole. Tremendous shot. Now at the 13th hole here at Chambers Bay, and Frank, this one bends to the right, par 4.
It doesn't mean that you have to cut it or move the ball in that direction. Ideally, really, anything down the left side of the fairway would be well suited for this hole. There is a central bunker that sort of protects the front middle of this green. You can go in left of that or right of that, but this is a beefy par 4. 4 on the card, and you are not losing ground.
In the fairway here at the 13th. Frank, quite a bit to consider here at the 13th.
You know, there's little knobs on the left and the right side of this green, so that bunker you can see, at first it looks like you've got to avoid it. Well, you've really just got to carry it.
Shot.
What are the chances of making it from there?
Frank, a 5th consecutive par 4 here at the U.S. Open. This is the 14th hole, and I'm guessing by the time you set foot on this tee, you'll know exactly where your game is at.
Oh, this one here, great reward for someone that's driving the ball well. If you can drive it, down the left middle, avoid that little one-pot bunker in the middle of the fairway, you're going to certainly shorten this hole up. And then you can start to use the contours of this hole too, that bend right to left. And 546 yards becomes much shorter than what you would think.
Right where they were aiming, in the fairway. All right, Frank, what's the play into the green here?
Well, this green's got a little bit of a funnel effect. General contours slope right to left, and towards this green there is a little bit of a ridge and some mounding, short right. But just use those in your favour. The ball's going to do what Mother Nature wants it to do. You don't have to fight it.
Get down. Look out.
It's over. The green.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
They par yesterday. This one for birdie. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. 167 yards on this hole. It's the 15th at the U.S. Open. Nice little par 3.
Oh, fun hole. Well bunkered with that. Once again, a bunker on a dominant side of the green. This time the right side, and one little pokey bunker there on the left side. Green's big enough. A few little contours in this green. Magnificent view, of course, but it's fun to have a hole that's not overly long. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Birdie try up next. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Well, you could see he thought he had that.
It looked in the whole way until the end.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
No problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
Getting set to take on the finishing holes here at Chambers Bay. How do you do it in the right way, Frank?
Well, when you look down this fairway, obviously everything slopes left to right. That makes this hole actually play a little bit more of a dogleg to the right, even though it doesn't look it. And then, of course, that green up ahead, it's like a tabletop. So precision here is absolutely paramount.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Professional with a capital P right there.
That's stealing.
Pressure's beginning to rise here. 17th hole of the U.S. Open at Chambers Bay. And this one, Frank, the par 3 will require a really good shot.
It's amazing how many U.S. Opens have great 17th hole. I think of Winged Foot, par 3, 17th, even Marion, par 3. This one will certainly fit in the same vein. It's named Derailed, and it will derail many a player trying to win a U.S. Open. This is all over it.
Dude, he just made an ace. Now to the 18th hole. Frank, everyone wants to finish in style.
Yeah, the home hole here, once again you head back to just a wonderful view, and you realize that Chambers Bay was designed as a walking golf course, and it was designed to have fun and test every department in your game. 18 will do that. It probably gives you more trouble on both sides of the hole than any other hole on the golf course.
Frank, that swing looks lively and strong.
Oh, that had to fly 300. It's close to 310.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
And it is in.
Amazing. Amazing.
That has to feel so good. A big championship victory. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Mid-Season Classic. Always a pleasure to be along the coast of Maine, Lighthouse Point to be exact. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Frank, this is sure to be another exciting day of golf out there. What are the challenges facing our players today?
The length of the golf course for a start, Rich, this golf course just under 7,700 yards. It's one of the longest ones you'll play. And of course the cliffs, that's why it's called this, they certainly are in play. There is one double green out there, that's the 10th and the 13th hole, they share the same green. Lots of great design features and you've got it on a prime day in great condition. So enjoy the round and make sure you feast on the vistas as well.
Frank, they say you have to ride the wind. Boy, he got all of that one.
Got every ounce out of the conditions.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Just a beautiful approach shot. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Looks primed right now.
Anything other than backing up. Very aggressive. That birdie, now in second.
Take you down to hole number 11. Has not been a stellar performance to this point, but Frank, not too bad.
Now, when you consider 4-round events, Rich, you're going to have a period where there's a little lull. As long as you can minimize the damage over the course of 4 days, it turns out all right.
No complaints there. In the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Crucial eagle attempt on the way.
Still snack, though.
So checking on our leaderboard, and there's the name Martin County. Very strong player, Frank.
He certainly is, and now just one back from the lead.
Back here now at the 12th hole, par 4, 439 yards, Frank, to the center of this green off the black tees.
And if the breeze blows left to right, this hole plays very hard. One of the reasons why, just through the fairways littered with bunkers. Not only do you have to pick the right line, but somehow you've got to get that ball the right distance as that hole bends completely to the left. Rather interesting shaped green here at 12.
This is a stiff test, no doubt. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. Flagstick from that man. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. That's a good birdie right there. And to 4 under par for the championship. On to the 13th, and Frank, I love golf courses where you run into something you've never seen before. I have never played a par 5 of 700 or more yards. Here it is. We knew it right away. Picked up the tee, didn't even look at it. We can see it. It's perfect. Right down the middle of the fairway.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Frank, you played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But if down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more. Rich, that was a huge putt. You don't expect to make them from that distance.
Now at the par 3 14th, over another body of water. Frank, you could make some big numbers on this golf course. I would think if you walk out of here today having shot under par, you have to be really happy.
Certainly is big boy golf playing around the cliffs at Lighthouse Point, Rich. And this is another example here at this beefy par 3, 240 yards. You can see Lake Zimmer protects the front of this green and to the right. And that's obviously where they get all their irrigation water from. But there's enough green left of the flag here. That's really what you've got to be looking at, that front left section.
Frank, high-level players are never terribly disappointed to play from the fringe, and that's where this ball has ended up.
Yeah, it could have been better, it could have been worse, but in the end, you just got nothing much you can do about it now. A couple of choices coming up.
Perfect, and in the hole. What a shot. The round continues at Lighthouse Point, and Frank, the 15th hole is a par 4, only 387 yards. It's nice to roll in a 25-footer now and then. Those feel good. But still, there's nothing like hitting that perfect tee ball. Long and straight.
Yeah, you can puff out your chest, last to play, the advantage, holes shorter. Basically, the list goes on.
Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Once considered the best PGA teaching pro in the country, our featured golfer makes birdie and now sits comfortably inside the cut line. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Mid-Season Classic.
It's gone.
In the hole. You do not see that every day. That, folks, is a hole-in-one. Wow. Par 4 seventh, only 370 yards. Frank, decision to be made off that tee.
It is. I walked this hole, Rich, to the narrowest point of the fairway. It's 278 yards, and if you want to carry that left side, you're going to have to be strong, 300 yards. So really, I don't know if driver's the play. Even freeward's too much. You might have to throttle back even further. So the hole might be short. You just might get a little bit of a longer second shot than what the scorecard would normally allow you.
In the cup. What a shot. Can't get much better than that. Another par 3. We're at the 8th. It's only 165 yards, Frank. Yeah, about 150 yards left here, Frank. That's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Racking them and stacking them. That's 12 under par now for the tournament. Now to the par 5 ninth. Frank, what are we looking at here?
Well, for the longer hitters, it's actually a chance to reach par 5 and 2. 300 yards is where that fairway starts to bend more to the left. So you do the maths, it's going to give you roughly 250 yards to the middle sort of front left of that green. That's the easy way to play the hole. Make a mistake off the tee and you might find out this is a more difficult three-shotter than what you were anticipating.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. Well, this one should be safely on deck here.
Well, it was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Frank, there's nothing like catching a bunker shot just perfectly. Splashes out, lands softly, and just runs up to that hole.
Yeah, it's like 3D. There's the component in the strike where it's going to land, and then the third part of it is how much will it roll.
Frank, this really is kind of a good lesson. You and I had said earlier that it looked gloomy, but you dig in, you keep fighting, and something good happens.
You have to credit his composure. Rich, that just adds insult to injury to the rest of the field. Another birdie, and the gap even wider.
A sensational performance. That's in the fairway. In the heart of the fairway, 180 yards in. What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. There you have it. The second round is complete. Another solid effort put together, and it shows on the scorecard.
And after 2 rounds, you really start to see not only who's playing well, but who's consistent.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Mid-Season Classic. He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
The second shot now to the par 4. This is a good-looking shot. Superb shot.
Well, it's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one. Great start.
Now at the second here at Lighthouse Point, Frank, this is some tough par 3.
If you want to try and really break the hole down and be a purist here, Rich, you'd like to hit a little cut into this green, something that moves away from the water and the cliff back towards that bunker. That would be the perfect shot to hit. But it's such a difficult par 3. Anything on the green would be good here.
So on the putting surface, and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
How about this? Birdies at 1 and 2. We could be in for something pretty special today. Now the third hole here at Lighthouse Point, par 5, 566 yards. What a drive. Just tattooed that.
Second shot.
That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. No problems early. Looks good.
It does look good. This bodes well. We might be in for a very, very low round today.
Frank, as we stand here at the fourth and look out, no mistaking where we're at. I know I'm having some lobster for dinner tonight.
Or some clam chowder. The best comes from this area. Well, actually, for the ocean, though, anything that strays a little left off this tee will find that ocean. And believe me, there's been more than one ball hit down there. Generous fairway, that's really the goal in the tiniest of green. If you find the green, you're going to have a birdie putt. Very short one indeed. Chance of going in.
Now this for birdie, came away with par in the previous round. Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. And that wraps up the third round. Just one more to go before we crown our champion.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm looking at my crystal ball, Rich, but that champion that we see tomorrow might be the one just sitting at the leaderboard on top of it right now.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Mid-Season Classic. Just a beautiful approach shot. This would be nice. 2 straight birdies.
Great, too.
Beautiful. 15th hole, and Frank, a return to sanity. 387 yards, par 4.
Yeah, second easiest hole on the golf course. Bends a little to the left. Just avoid the sand left and that little pop bunker on the right. And you should be set up with a relatively short iron in to a green that the only problem is if you go long.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Hide the flagstick from that
one. It is just unbelievable that never deviated offline.
Good putt. And another fun hole here at Lighthouse Point. It's the last par 3 on the back 9 as we begin this closing stretch. 241 yards downhill, par 3 16th.
An ace, Frank. Can you believe it? Wow.
Well, Frank, I love this par 5 17th. Not only is it fun to play, but if you head over the Juniata Crossway Bridge ahead, you can find Brent's Lobster Shack, which is one of the best lobster rolls I have ever had. And you know they specialize in that up here in Maine. But what a hole. That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards.
This is taken off on a weird line.
It's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Big swing right there. Great result. Now a chance for a big swing in momentum with an eagle coming up. Frank, how rare would this be if this putt drops?
Well, this is I'd like to say once in a lifetime, but on the odd occasion we do see back-to-back eagles. But it certainly is something to watch.
Frank, as we arrive here at 18, I'm thinking about what we so often hear up here in New England. You can't get there from here, or can you at this par 4 finishing hole?
That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Frank, we've made it to the finishing hole. If you're having a good day, you stop and you reflect for just a moment. The beauty surrounding you, how well you've played. If it hasn't gone all that well, you're thinking about jumping on the Juniata Crossway Bridge off to the left and getting out of Dodge.